Hey guys, so doing a little bit something different today. Well, finally, I would record myself in the classroom teaching you guys math. So to get us started, we're going to be working on the math book for this lesson, unit 9. So to show you how to get to your math book, if you go to Google Classroom, go to the math, go to classwork, and then go down to resources. And then down here it says digital textbook. You should be able to click on that. So link, and it should hopefully take you to the textbook. Then you'll go to contents, go all the way down here, chapter 9, algebra patterns. Click on that. Okay, so line plots. We've used line plots before. Remember back with decimals. Follow along with me here. We're on page 389. If you guys are having problems with your logins, just message me and I will get you the passwords and all that. But hopefully you should not have any problems with that. So line plots. If you can see here, right, a line plot, right, is a line. A line here. Oh, wait, you know what? What am I doing? Go back here on this one. Okay, the line plot's here. Our line, right? And we put points on it, okay, to help us organize it. And you can see in here that we have 1/4, 1/2, and 3/4 of information. And they put X's on here to show us how many of those numbers. So let's look at this problem real quick. It says students have measured different amounts of water into beakers for an experiment. The amount of water in each beaker is listed below. So you can see here, these are all the measurements that they collected. And they've already started marking in how many of them. So 1/4. So let's just check their works and finish it up. So 1/4, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 marks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's another one. That's 5. So I want to add one there. 6 and 7. So they measured 7 cups or beakers had 1/4 of a cup in it. Now let's do for 1/2. So I'll find my 1/2. So there's 1/1/2. Put an X of the 1/2. Another 1/2. Put another X there. That's all the 1/2. And then 3/4. Well, I say I have 1 X there. So there's that 1. There's 2. And then there's 3 1/4. Or 3/4. Excuse me. Okay. So then I've done that. I've put all my information in and into my line plot. I'm organized. You guys know if we can see that in the video right there. Now I'm going to go through the steps of the problem. And this is where you guys having the textbook in front of you would be helpful. It says count the number. Step 1. Count the number of cups for each amount. Draw an X for the number line. Record to complete the line plot. So we've already done that. But let's just write our numbers in here. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1/4, 1, 2, 2 1/2, and 1, 2, 3, 3/4. Okay. Step 2 says find the total amount of water in all the beakers that contain 1/4 cups of water. So we know there are 7 cups. So that means there are 7/4. Very good. I know someone raised their hand and gave me the answer right there. Okay. Or 7/4. Okay. Equals, and we remember how to do this. How many times does 7 go into 4? 2 times. And that leaves what? 3/4. Oh, sorry, 1 time. Yeah, see, there you go. I made my mistake. 1 time. Just like in the classroom, right, guys? Then step 3, it says find the total amount of water in all of the beakers that contain 1/2 cup. And so then go back up here. There are 2, right? 1, 2 beakers that have 1/2 cup. Okay. So there are 2 halves, or 2/2, which equals 1 cup, 1 whole. And let's keep going here. Step 4, find the total amount of water for all the beakers that contain 3/4 a cup of water. And you can see they've already set this one up for us. A little multiplication problem. 3 times 3/4, well, we know that really looks like this, 3 over 1. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 4 is 4. And there's no cross canceling there. And then how many times is 4 going to 9? Well, this time it is 2. Right? And then what's left over? 1/4. Okay? So hopefully you're with us there. You've gotten all that, filled it all in, or written your notes down. Okay? Step 5 asks us to find the total amount of water in all the beakers. So I'm going to take my 3 numbers here. I'm going to take the one from step 2, right? 3/4 cups. My number from step 3, right? And then the number from step 4 here. And now I need to add them all together. Right? We're going to go back in the day when we did adding fractions. We need to have a common denominator. I'm going to start out by adding 1 3/4 plus 2 1/4. Right? And that should equal 3 4/4, which equals, you guys are right, that equals 4. Okay. And then I want to add 1 to that, which equals 5. Zoom out a little bit. Equals 5. So here, the total amount of water in all the beakers is 5. Now, step 6. Divide the sum you found in step 5, which is 5 right here, by the total number of beakers to find the average. And it tells us it's 12. And you're like, dude, Mr. Duport, where did I get 12? Where'd you get 12 from? Well, I'm going to go back up here to my line plot, and I'm going to count all the X's I put there. And that's the total number of beakers. So let's count. See if it equals 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. So to find average, and some of you guys may know this already, you take the number you got by the total number possible. Right? So that's, in this case, the total we got is 5. The total amount we're splitting apart is 12. So then my answer here is 5/12. So it's there. So the average amount of water in a beaker is 5/12. Excellent. Go ahead. Let's go on to the next example here. I will do this one together again, and then I'll have you guys work on your own. Okay, it says, Rain divides 3 2-ounce bags of rice into smaller bags. The first bag is divided into bags weighing 1/6 of an ounce each. The second bag is divided into bags weighing 1/3 ounce each. And the third bag is divided into bags weighing 1/2 ounce each. Find, so our problem, right? Find the number of 1/6, 1/3, and 1/2 ounce bags of rice. Okay, so let's get back after it here. So step 1 says, write the title for your line plot. It should describe what you're counting. So I'm going to come down here to my line plot, and you can see they've already written it for us. They put the amounts of the fractions that they told us about in the problem, 1/6, 1/3, 1/2 on the line plot. And so think about what would be an appropriate name for this line plot. Think about it. Yes, that's right. Okay, weight weight of rice bags is what we're going to go with here. Now, step 2. We've labeled it already. You can see that. Now we have to figure out how many bags of each we're going to have. So you see it here, if you can see my messy writing in there. Right here in step 3, it says use division to find the number of 1/6 ounce, 1/3 ounce, 1/2 ounce bags that were made from the 3 original 2-ounce bags of rice. So they broke it down for us here. So we're going to take 2, which is the number of bags, 2 divided by 1/6. Okay, work that out for a second. Give you guys a second to try that out. Try to work through these here. Okay, and so I take this. It's going to be 2 times 1/6 and 2 times 3 ones. Sorry, 6 over 1 and 3 over 1 and 2 times 2 over 1 there. Okay, which looks like this: 2 times 6, 2 times 3, and 2 times 2. So that's 12, 6, and 4. Now step 4 says to draw an X above 1/6, 1/3, or 1/2 to show the number line. So we're going to practice that. Well, for 1/6 right here, I have 12. So I'm going to write 12, draw 12 X's. 1, 2. And then for 1/3, it should be 6 right there. 1, 2, 6. And for 1/2, it should be 4. Okay. So there we go. So on your own, on share and show, I want you to do the first one up here. It says, use the data to complete the line plot, then answer the questions. Lillian needs to buy beads for a necklace. The beads are sold by Max. She sketches a design to determine what beads are needed, and then writes down their sizes. The sizes are shown below. Right, those are right here. Okay. So, number 1. What is the combined mass of the beads with a mass of 1/5? Well, to do that, I want you guys to solve that. So I'll give. All right, so let's check your work. So I asked you just on your own. I have lots of things written up here. Check your work. So number 1 was, what is the combined mass of the beads with a mass of 1/5? Well, I counted how many there were, and there's 1, 2, 3, and 1/5. So 3 X's. So 3/5 or 3/5. So answer number 1 was 3/5. Number 2, what is the combined mass of all the beads with a mass of 2 grams? Well, I go up here to the mass of 2 gram, 2/5 of a gram, and there's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I added them, then I multiplied 2/5 by 5, which gives me 10/5, which then equals 2 grams. Number 2 answers 2 grams. Number 3 was the combined mass of all the beads on the necklaces. Well, it's 6. And how did I get that? I got that by adding up the mass of each one of these, right? All the 1/5, all the 2/5, all the 3/5, and all the 4/5. It gives me 6. And find number 4. What is the average mass of the beads on the necklace? Well, I take my total from number 3, which is 6. Down here, see, I'm working down here. 6 grams. Got the number 3. The total mass of all of them combined, by the total number of X's, and that is 13. Okay, well, so then my answer number 4 was the average mass of the beads. It is 6/13. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to work on question number 5. Work on 5, and I'll check back with you in a few minutes. All right, so let's see how you did. Breakfast chef used different amounts of milk when making pancakes depending on the number of pancakes ordered. The results are shown below. So these are all his measurements. We created a line plot here. Okay, milk and pancake orders per cup. We recorded our data in order for each amount. The question asks, how much milk combined is used for half cups? Well, I got my half cups, and we were there, and I came up with 3 cups. Okay, so now you're done. Okay, your homework is going to be posted on Seesaw. You're going to do the front page of the math worksheet there. You'll do it and submit it on Seesaw. If you have questions, message me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Good luck.